Hey busy crafters, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. Today we have Shadowing Our Love for Christmas collaboration, and our host is So Kate and our co-host is The Chic Show DIY. The links to their channels will be in the description box below, so go check them out. Today we are starting off by, we have to use shadow boxes, and I got these two shadow boxes from Michael's. They were 99 cents, so not too shabby right there. And I start off by taking off the holders for them, where you can see it, but I take them off, and I also take out the little staples that were back there, because this isn't going to be a picture. This is going to be kind of like a little gazebo. And I got those dowels. I had to cut them down. I really don't know the measurements on the dowels. I just eyeballed it. And so I go ahead and start gluing them all in. I leave the front open because we don't want the Christmas tree to look like it's in jail. And so I got the dowels from Wal Mart a while ago, and the shadow boxes are from Michael's. And then the Christmas tree right there came in a pack of a lot. I can't remember how many, but they were also from Rite Aid. They're the Christmas Village Christmas trees. So I start gluing the bottom to it now, or the top to it. And you seen how easy it was right there to do that. So then I go ahead and I drill a little hole in the top because we're going to put fairy lights in them. And then I paint the whole thing white. And I use my FolkArt chalk paint in white, of course, it's matte white. And I paint the insides. I don't paint the top of it, the inside top, because you're really not going to see it. Plus there's going to be a bunch of lights, shoved in there, like right now. I did not also paint the bottom of it because it's going to be sitting on the table. But oh well. But everything else got painted. So now I'm just shoving the fairy lights through the little hole. I got those fairy lights from my aunt last year for the renewal of the vows that my husband and I did. And yeah, I still have 2 sets. Not too shabby. Pretty cool, huh? So I just go ahead and I just, string them in there. There's no rhyme or reason. I just put them in there, and then I use hot glue to just hold them in place. I let the hot glue cool just a little bit before I place the light on them, because I didn't want, the hot glue to burn through the light. And luckily, it didn't. So after I get done with doing all that, I then go ahead and make sure the tree works okay, and make sure the lights are still working perfect. So then I glue the little thing down to the top there. And to tell you the truth, I did not know what I was going to do with the top. I was like, I have no idea. I'm just winging it. So I go ahead and put in the tree while trying to think about the top. And my husband came home from work and then told me, well, why don't you just do this for the top? I tell you, that man is a lifesaver. So then I grab the little beads that I got from the tree, or the mini trees at Hobby Lobby, and these are silver, and I just go around each post, and I do like the whole candy cane stripe thing around each post. And then I take the white beads from the same area in the miniature tree section of Hobby Lobby, and I just go around both the top and the bottom. You really can't see the beads, but when you're up close, it looks pretty good. Like, it gives it some dimension, to tell you the truth. And so here I am just, stringing up the last bit of it. Yeah. And I hot glue it down. I have to use the scissors because I burnt my finger real bad. So here I am with the white beads. And they just go around the top and the bottom. And I just put the glue on the little corners so that way the beads can wrap around it and each bead will be glued to it. So I'm basically gluing 2 beads at once, which worked out really well. Yeah, sorry it's off screen a little bit. Okay, so here's where my husband says, why don't you just do this? So I take these boxwoods that I got from Walmart about 2 years ago. They're really inexpensive. So I just, start gluing them around. I don't do anything to the back because you really shouldn't see the back. Plus, I still wanted you to be able to get to the little switch there to turn on and off the lights. And so I just go ahead and put these, I think there's 4 or 5, I think there's 6 total, just to fill it in. And then I got that little bush thing from the same pick, or not pick, but the same set that I got that big tree from. And so now I'm just going ahead, and it looks a little weird that they were bright green and everything else is frosted. So I just go ahead and use my FolkArt White chalk paint, and I just frosted all. And it turned out really cute. But it needed something else. It needed a little bit of color. And this is where my husband's also like, well, put berries on there. I tell you that, man, when I'm at like a loss, like I don't know what I'm gonna do, he comes to the rescue. He's a great man. So I just put these little berries that I got from Hobby Lobby last year when they were 90% off. They're like little sugar berries. They look like they're either frosted or have like sugar on them. So then this is where I burnt my finger real bad. So then I decided to go to that glue. Should have did it in the first place. But then I just put a little bit of that faux snow down. And I have no idea why we call it faux snow, because obviously it's not real snow. Real snow is way too cold and it melts. So here's the end product with the lights on and the little snow and everything like that. And let me know what you think about it. I want to take a moment to thank all my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all you do, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Well, here's DIY number 2. This one is really cute. And I printed that image off of my HP printer from Creative Fabrica. I got that Pretty Wicked sign just a couple weeks ago from Rite Aid, and it was 75% off. So I tried to take the paper off, but it didn't work. So what I had to do is I just sanded it down really good. And then I'm using my Hello Hobby chalk paint in Midnight. And it's a really dark blue. I love this color. And it's great for this. So I just paint the back of it. And I have to give it 4 coats because those words did not want to be covered up at all. So then I did 2 coats for the sides. And then now here is where I use this little picture as a shadow box. So I take off the stickers and I give the inside, the back and the sides, all sides, 2 coats of my FolkArt chalk paint in white. You probably didn't have to do 2 coats because we're going to be covering it up, but I just wanted to make sure that, everything would be good. Now with this picture, I had to cut it down a lot. And I'd rather cut it down 400 times than, cutting it down once and it being way too small. So now it's a perfect fit. It kind of like goes up a little bit on the bottom, but that was fine. That was fine by me. And so this is now I'm just putting down Mod Podge. And I do a very light coat because I don't want it to sog up. I don't want it to wrinkle and unfortunately the bottom half, I kind of put a little bit too much. And so it, got soggy, not soggy, but it got a little bubble up. But I worked my way through it and I pressed it all out and it turned out pretty decent. So you can see me like trying to get all those bubbles out. And then I didn't paint those before because I didn't know what color I wanted to do, if it was going to be the blue or the white. So then I decided that the blue was going to be a lot better looking than the white. So then I go ahead and I get these trees that I got from Amazon for a different project and ended up not using them. Oh darn. So then that one is going to be right up against the paper. So I go ahead and trim it down so it lays flat. But before I do that, I needed like some kind of snow. So I got that furry ribbon from Michael's. And it was 50% off. So then I glued it down with the furry side down first. And then I roll it over. And then I glue it down again, so that way the furry side is up. So it's basically cut in half, and then there I go. So they're sitting on some like furry snow. And then I go ahead and place the tree in there. I should have put the smaller tree in the front and not second like I'm doing now. That is the smaller tree. And I just glue it in there and glue it to the other tree. I shouldn't have done that because the baby deer, he covers that little tree. So if you recreate this, go ahead and just switch the two trees. I think it will look a little bit better. I didn't realize that he was so huge. So then I just go ahead and glue him down. He was rattling a little bit, so I had to glue his tail to the side, and now they're both perfect. The mama deer, the doe, she is glued to of course, the bottom, and then I have her ear glued to the side as well, so she doesn't move. And then this is where I'm like, oh, I got those pics, those ones right there from Amazon the same time I got those trees. Once again, they were for another project that did not happen. So now I'm just going to go ahead and place those evergreen branches, one right there and one going across the top. And then I have a very large snowflake that is from the Hobby Lobby, and it's got a, oh, it's from the miniature tree section. That section is really great, guys, especially for crafters. But then I just go ahead and glue down that really sparkly white snowflake right there. And this project, oh no, it's not done. It's not, because I wanted to go ahead and make it look like everything was frosted. Like, how you gonna have a snowflake on there and it's evergreen? That's clear. It's not gonna happen. So I just go ahead and use my FolkArt chalk paint, and I just make it frosted. So then there's the end product. Let me know what you think of it. There's a little village in that blueprint right there. There's like a little house, I think a little church, but it turned out really cute. At least I think so. So let me know what you would think about it or what you would do. So go ahead and follow me on all my social medias. The descriptions are there. The links to them will be in the description box below. And here's the final review of the two Shadowing Our Love for Christmas DIYs. There's my little Christmas tree gazebo with the little berries and everything. I think it turned out cute. And then there is my deers in the forest overlooking the little city. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. I do get back to the comments. I wish you guys a very blessed day, and thank you so much for clicking on my channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Until we talk again, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.